Hi Deepa, Happy New Year. It's Peg. How you doing? I hope you don't mind, but I thought it might just be easier if I recorded a quick video and talked about the table of contents for Scratch. So definitely we can talk about it more, one-on-one. But I just wanted to get this out to you. And I realize that I've been kind of dragging my feet on it, and I just want to apologize for that. I did do some research recently, and it looks like Scratch is definitely popular in the library. So what I'd like to do is we currently have a Learning Scratch out there. I'd like this to be the new Learning Scratch. So what we'll do is we're going to retire the old one and we'll use yours as the new one. So that might change some of your table of contents, but let me walk through just a few things that I noticed, okay? Starting with the table of contents, the welcome. Don't forget we need to give this a different title, and it says intro title to be renamed. So you want that to be something that's going to catch the user's attention. And there is some examples. Let's see, if you go down to the tabs at the bottom, I think if you click on like inspirational template, it's not labeled very well, but it says a well-crafted welcome movie should hook the learner, focus on skills, and so just make sure you rename that very first welcome movie to something a little bit more meaningful and something that will really catch the user's attention. We might not need a using the exercise files. It depends if there's something special for Scratch that you need to do, that's fine. Otherwise, let's take that one out. All right, next we have introducing the Scratch 3.0 interface, and I like the idea of kind of highlighting some of the differences, and I think that's what you're doing here. So we have comparing it to the old version, new features, custom editing, sound editing, that's all great. But I would stop there, and then for the extensions, since it looks like, and I've read your comment there, that there's several new extensions, or they changed the way they're doing extensions, let's make that its own chapter. Okay, so that would be like chapter 3 would be extensions, and then the different ones you have here would be little movies. And again, remember, we're targeting like a 3 to 5 minute movie for each. So I think you could even make those, nice and short, just, go through each of them. Or even if you wanted to pair a couple of them, like you could put the two Legos together, or maybe even the two Legos in the micro bit. And you probably wouldn't have a challenge and solution for that one. So you could probably delete those. Next, you have under the hood technical design changes. And here it looks like you're talking about the use of HTML5, the mobile version, which I think is great. Use voice to control Scratch projects. That's awesome. And then use Scratch in multiple languages. That's really cool too. Then you get down into programming in Scratch. So here we have creating art projects using Scratch. So my question to you for these was, each one of these sounds to me like a pretty substantial project. So is this going to fit in a 3 to 5 minute time frame? Or I'm sorry, even if it's 5 to 7 minutes, let's go with that. So when you're doing the programming videos, I would think 5 to 7 minutes. And if you're doing a PowerPoint slideshow, think 3 to 5 minutes for each one. Try and shorten in that time frame so we can keep the members' attention. So I'm just going to push back a little bit to see what you think about that as far as these topics go. And actually, it looks like there's a couple of them. Oh, the first ones are videos, and then the following ones are challenge and solution. Again, maybe you want to break it up into different chapters. Then we have simulations and models, which is great, using randomization, and then programming lists, and then your conclusion. So overall, I think you're definitely on the right track. And you could maybe let me know what you think about this as well. Maybe we break this up into 2 courses. Maybe one course is a very short 45-minute course on what's new with Scratch 3.0. That might be a better way to go, and you might be able to record both at the same time. And then the second course is going to be Learning Scratch, and that will be a new version of the existing Learning Scratch course, but this time it'll be all done in the 3.0 version of the software. All right, so Deepa, if you wouldn't mind giving that another shot as far as updating the TOC, and then also get it back to me and let me know what your time frame is. I imagine you're teaching right now, so I don't know when the next break you have as far as coming out to CARP. So let me know that as well in your email, and if you want to follow up and just talk about this, that's fine too. So what I'm going to ask of you, just to kind of summarize, is to create two table of contents. One for what's new with Scratch 3 pre sorry, let me try this again. One is what's new with Scratch 3.0, and the other one is a new learning Scratch. So it would be a more kind of like comprehensive, probably 2 to 3 hours at the most, and it would be more along the lines of kind of outlining everything you can do in Scratch. And it would ultimately replace the current Learning Scratch. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks, Deepa.